And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set, 180. Run. Hey, alert, alert. Shit. Up. Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 3. Alert. What's up?
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st carry for Kenyon Drake. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hatch. Great.
Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check your hot read. Switch it. Regular. Hey, alert. Hey, echo.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 5-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Come on, QB, come on. Check, 52. Point it right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield is into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
44. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Park He adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the run, this is Hunt. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2, Newton. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Recon, 132 fighter. Real. Check. 6 guys. Check that.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it. Kill, kill. Gun.
Third and long. It's Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Regular. Watch the shoot. Watch the shoot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Parkey with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, switch gears. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. 44 Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Gun. Kill. Bang. 8. Express. Watch the slant. Switch forward. 4 to Mike.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a completion to Wilson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Check. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Hey, 133. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Check the backer.
Point it right.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check 26, check 26. Switch.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Mayfield now. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check 15, check 15. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Alert 3, alert 3. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Check 25, check 25.
From his goal line here, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Running, it's Drake. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And running with power here. It's a big play there for Miami. 81 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Mike Bobo. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Switch. Check 9, check 9. Shift.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Mayfield on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded about a yard deep. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in Touchdown, Cleveland. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
We got this.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the twitch.
Throwing on second down. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go. Check it out, switch.
To throw on third down. Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Tight right. We got four. Switch it.
King.
Jam.
X3. 218, chopper.
You got tight.
Hey, alert.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on first and 10.
Regular. Hey, Delta. Got.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mayfield flush to his right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Mike, 44. Here we go. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Gun. Check.
Newton to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They run. Chubb. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's